Good evening and welcome. Tonight we will be going over the history and geography of Canaries in St. Lucia. Now, I had a bit of confusion over where exactly the borders of this region were in St. Lucia, because as you can see, I've already covered Ancillary on my channel. I'm actually going to link my St. Lucia playlist up there in the corner because there's a lot more interesting facts about St. Lucia in there. I've done a couple videos about beautiful St. Lucia. From what I read, the region around Canaries overlapped into the Ancillary region. It's all very confusing. So I figured we'll just talk about the town tonight. Just this little town here on the coast. Except that there's not much to talk about with this little town. It is wedged right between Soufriere, which is a big tourist spot, right by the Piton. There's Petit Piton and Gros Piton, the most recognizable place in St. Lucia. And it's between the capital city of Canaries, which we'll cover in a couple weeks, actually. Stay tuned for that. So it's just kind of like a town that you drive through to get to one or the other of these cities, as you can see by the road there. So not much in terms of geography other than it's along the coast in the Mediterranean. What I'll do is throw in a little thing here from Google Earth to show you exactly where St. Lucia is located in the world. It is a very fascinating island in the Caribbean, in the Lesser Antilles. And I just think it's a neat place. They've really leaned into the tourism industry in the past 10-15 years or so, but not like the kitschy kind of Caribbean tourism. More of the I guess there's some kitschy stuff in St. Lucia, but it's all based around the island and what it provides instead of Margaritavilles and such. If you know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, Canaries has none of that. It's not a tourist town. It's a fishing town. It's very quiet from what I've read. It is a stopover place on all of the tourist websites I read on St. Lucia. It's like, come to Canaries if you want the authentic lifestyle on St. Lucia, because there is not a bit of tourism, anything other than a couple restaurants here and there. Canaries was established in 1763 as part of the sugarcane plantations that were all around St. Lucia at that time. The Creole name for the town was Canaries. I hope that's how you pronounce that, which is the word used for the cooking pots to process the sugarcane. And then I'm sure once the British took over St. Lucia, they interpreted Canaries as Canaries, and hence the name. There's a lot of places around the world that are like that. I mean, Grenada isn't too far off. It's supposed to be Grenada, but then the British took it over and they named it Grenada, and now it's Grenada today. I'm pretty sure that this place is also like that it's a victim of British pronunciation. And it was just a very small little fishing village for a very long time, all throughout St. Lucia's most recent history. I read on one source that this connecting road wasn't built till the 1950s. I read another that it was the 1960s. So let's say the mid-20th century, Canaries wasn't even connected to any other part of the island until this road was built. That's its only real lifeline to the rest of the island, unless you want to get a boat and sail around, right? So yeah, that's pretty much the town of Canaries. Not much to talk about. There's really not very many pictures on Google Earth. You can poke around and look at all the little shops and restaurants if you want, but there's not much there to really highlight. So, number one, like I said, check out my St. Lucia playlist for more details on the very fascinating history of St. Lucia and how many times it changed hands between the French and the British. It's more than you think, I promise. It's like around 20 times. And number 2, I'm going to include a whispered segment reading you facts about St. Lucia so you can learn more about this island in a little bit. But let me first thank you so much for watching. I know this was a short one, but it's a very small town on a very small island. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments. Next in the series, I'm sure you might be able to guess where we're going next. If this is Canaries, we are definitely headed to the Canary Islands, which are part of Spain. Now, interesting fact about the Canary Islands, and let's see who can get this right. If you can answer my trivia question first, I'll pin it in the comments. The Canary Islands are not named after canary birds. Actually, the birds are named after the islands. It's the other way around. So can you tell me what the Canary Islands are named after? It's not the birds. The birds are named after the islands. What are the Canary Islands named after? If you don't know, be sure to subscribe so you won't miss out. And you don't want to miss out the Canaries anyway. They're so beautiful. We'll, of course, spend a long time on Google Earth looking at the gorgeous Canary Islands. You won't want to miss it. But again, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found this video to be relaxing and educational. And I hope that you have a good night. 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 This is 26 interesting facts about St. Lucia. The most interesting facts about St. Lucia, from the world's only drive-in volcano to the sole country named specifically after a woman. This browser is supposed to block all ads, and it's blocked a lot, but hopefully it'll block the rest. You can see the pitons that I mentioned, very distinct. Goodness. The official name is St. Lucia. Population as of this article being written is, when was this written? September 20, very recently. It was 168,038, and it's 616 square kilometers. The capital city is Castries. The official language is English, but their patois is St. Lucian Creole. Major religions are Roman Catholic and Protestant, and they are UTC -4, which is Atlantic Standard Time, pretty much 4 hours behind Greenwich Mean Time. Okay, don't do that. Thank you. Interesting facts about St. Lucia. Number 1, St. Lucia is an island nation located in the West Indies of the Caribbean. Number 2, St. Lucia's history is shrouded in mystery. Some say that St. Lucia has been inhabited since between 1000 BCE and 500 BCE. However, there's little evidence to support this. The Arawak natives were the first known settlers, arriving around 200 to 400 CE. It certainly is blocking a lot of ads, isn't it? Okay. Number 3, St. Lucia was first sighted by Europeans in 1501 when Christopher Columbus spotted the island. Here it is, and there's Canaries right there. Number 4, St. Lucia was named after St. Lucy of Syracuse by French sailors who in 1502 were shipwrecked on the island on St. Lucy's Day, December 13th. Number 5, St. Lucia is the world's only country named specifically after a woman. Now, the argument against this is Ireland is named after the goddess Hera. It's a goddess, it's a woman, but St. Lucy was a real person, so it's named specifically, after a real-life woman who really existed, as opposed to a goddess. So you can debate whether or not that's, anyway. Number 6, St. Lucia was previously named Ionola
7. During 150 years of conflict throughout the 17th and early 18th centuries, Britain and France repeatedly fought for the possession of St. Lucia. The island changed ownership 14 times in total. Okay, I guess I rounded up when I said 20 times. It was a good approximation. Number 8. In 1814, St. Lucia was finally ceded to the UK and became part of the British Windward Islands colony. Number 9. Tourism is the primary income source for St. Lucia and the largest provider of employment in the country. Number 10. Before the tourism boom, the country was supported by banana exports, particularly after 1964, when the country ceased the production of sugarcane. However, following a 1993 fall in the price of bananas, the industry saw a significant downturn. Number 11. At just 43 kilometers, or 27 miles long, and with a maximum width of 23 kilometers, or 40 miles, St. Lucia is one of the smallest nations in the world. Number 12. St. Lucia has the third highest homicide rate at 38.96 per 100,000 people, which is well above the global average of 5.8. Only Jamaica and South Africa have higher rates. Number 13. St. Lucia's flag is blue, representing the Caribbean Sea. At the center of the flag is a unique emblem featuring white and black colors, symbolizing harmony among St. Lucia's communities. The yellow triangle symbolizes sunshine, while the black triangle represents the volcanic cones called the pitons. You can see here. Number 14. In 1967, St. Lucia became self-governing, and then in 1979, it became completely independent with John Compton as Prime Minister. Number 15. St. Lucia is known for the twin pyramids of volcanic rock rising distinctly from the sea. Gros and Petit Piton are 798 meters, or 2,619 feet, and 743 meters, or 2,437 feet high, respectively. Number 16. The Pitons are St. Lucia's only UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Piton Management Area includes the two volcanic spires, the Piton-Mitan Ridge that connects the two cones, a geothermal field, hot springs, and the surrounding sea. There's Gros Piton there. Number 17. The site is a diverse habitat for flora and fauna and is home to 148 plant species, 168 finfish species, 60 Cnidaria species, 8 mollusks, 14 sponges, 11 echinoderms, 15 arthropods, and 8 annelid worms. It's a lot of creatures. There are also 27 bird species, including 5 endemic ones, along with 3 native rodents, 1 opossum, 3 bats, 8 reptiles, and 3 amphibians. There's so many creatures there. My goodness. Number 18. In 2010, St. Lucia was hit by Hurricane Tomas, which killed 14 people, triggered landslides, and caused considerable damage in the Soufriere area. Number 19. St. Lucia is home to the world's only drive-in volcano. The sulfur springs do not have a crater or magma like a normal volcano, but instead have smelly pools of boiling mud that releases clouds of sulfur gas. You can see right here. Number 20. St. Lucia has had 2 Nobel Prize winners. Derek Walcott won the 1992 Nobel Prize for Literature, and Sir Arthur Lewis won the 1979 Nobel Prize for Economics. 21. As such, St. Lucia holds the world record for the most Nobel Prize laureates per capita is where the infamous pirate Blackbeard stashed his treasure. Blackbeard was a notorious pirate who sailed and plundered ships on the Caribbean Sea in the early 18th century. Number 23. The national bird of St. Lucia is the St. Lucia parrot, which can only be found on the island. The parrot is endangered due to habitat loss caused by deforestation. There's the beautiful St. Lucia parrot. Look at all the pretty colors on it. 24. Pigeon Island in St. Lucia is the location of the island's first French settler, Jean